Welcome to the Boxen Academy. The crowd is buzzing for this one here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our tale of the tape. Ijanabek Alimkanuli, 182 centimeters tall with a reach of 182 centimeters. And up against him in this one, Jaime Munguia, 6 foot tall with a weight of 160 pounds. His reach is 72 inches.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Ijanabek Alimkanuli. That strong amateur background has made him a tough out for any and every fighter he faces. Jaime Munguia, one of the most intimidating forces in his division, former world champion, one of the best knockout artists in the game today.
As soon as the bell goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Zelandi in Kazakhstan, introducing a unified middleweight champion of the world, known as Kazakh style, Janibek Alimkanuli. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, introducing the hard-hitting knockout artist and the super welterweight champion of the world, Jaime Munguia.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Listen, when you've got two people that want to fight, two fighters that really dislike each other, you're going to get more than a fight.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but we're expecting an all-out offensive display. They're both trying for a knockout. Big hooks upstairs. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on that fight stepping into the ring, Todd? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Good counter punching. These two were made for each other. Good defense with that left jab. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Catch and shoot. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Janibek in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
How about that time counter shot? The straight right just misses. It's all offense all the time. He threw a punch and just got countered. Punch, counter punch. Quick hands to block that counter shot. He's in some serious, serious trouble. And down goes Jaime Munguia. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
You got to go back out there and win this round.
Yes, I like that round. Good round, you feel good? You were thinking.
I need to go back out there and I need to win this round. Get your mind back.
But don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the
outside. Don't give him anything. Go back out there and win this round, all right? It's only one round that you lost. Don't worry about it.
Here we go. It's round 2. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You are fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights. The straight right just misses. He missed with that jab. When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. Beautiful counter punch. Catch and shoot. We wanted action, and they are delivering. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Good counter punching. Not a lot of defense here at all. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite level middleweights. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Janibek that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this...
Great work, I love that.
There's the bell for round 3. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Looking to land the hook. And he scores with the counter. You'd like to see more jabs. No rest for the weary. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Janibek got clipped good. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Tried to score with the uppercut. A perfect counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Janibek in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
You're much better. He's not even in your league.
Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shot.
You've done all that work all the way through camp, and now you're going to go back out there and lose the match? You got to get out there, switch on, and get your boxing back together.
Banging already. The right hand's beautiful. That's it. Start sticking it.
Come on. You let him back in. You're better than that, kid.
Just work. Good man, good man. Just say him again. Don't change too much.
Back, and then we'll go again. Right. Let's go out there and get
there. The jab's working nice. Those 1-2s straight down.
The referee calling for seconds.
Around on your jab.
And there's the bell to start round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Just misses with that jab. Punch, counter punch. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
And you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That jab misses. Nice counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Caution being thrown to the wind. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Good counter punch. Janibek does not look good here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Janibek that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match?
Come on, breathe.
There's the bell for round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That left hook doesn't find its target. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Janibek may be going down soon. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Well done with that counter shot. How about the offensive firepower on display? Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punching. Nope, that hook won't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Janibek in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
That's I'm happy. Good man, good man.
You've completely switched off. Get your mind back on the job.
Pull up here. You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you
You're much better than that guy. You're much better. He's not even in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about that round. Let's just get out there.
You're getting your timing already. The right hand's beautiful, that's it.
Go out there and win the next one. Yeah? Good.
Oh, great work. Relax now, I don't want you to load up. Don't
Who's the match? You gotta get out there.
Let's start the 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts. You can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, like freshen up. Boom, different tactics.
Those counter punches have to hurt. And he misses with that straight left. How about that time counter shot? You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
That jab doesn't score. A lot of effort being exerted here. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
stay focused. Don't...
Come on, switch on.
And there's the bell for round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in 1 shot.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. His stamina is off the charts. left hook doesn't find its target. Nice counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter punch caught him clean. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight. You had no excuse for gassing.
You were thinking...
And there's the bell for round 8. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Nobody home with that hook. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's a counter shot. The perfect counter lands. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. That right hook won't score. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. There's a counter shot. Insane action. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Janibek that last round. Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken so far?
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Great work, great work. I love that. I love that. Jab slip.
There's the bell to start round 9. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again?
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Janibek in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
His stamina is off the charts. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be... Oh, wait a minute! And this is not the way Munguia thought this fight was going to go! Munguia now flat on his back. Is he going to get up? Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
That's lights out right there.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. And you continue.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
But then look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
I want you to go back out there.
Great round, great round. Now relax. Just keep him on the end of that jab.
End of your jab, and then start.
This is the 10th. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here you go.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
You've got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to...
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up. Munguia is down. He knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Perfect counter shot. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You still want to fight.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.